today's video, I just want to be myself, and as you can see, I don't have any makeup on. I didn't plan on making this video. I just sat down at the reception at my husband's office, and I just felt okay. I was thinking, and I felt, let me share this with everyone. So, yes, you're welcome back to my channel. My name is Remy. I film about faith, relationship, marriage, and healing, and every other thing God drops in my heart. So, thank you for stopping by. If you are a new subscriber, thank you, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you. Please don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with everybody. So, I came here in Ibadan. Guys, today I really don't know the topic to give this. My frustration as an Ibadan based, I don't know what to say. But prior to this time, I would say I really wasn't prepared for this. I didn't know this was how Ibadan was, and that is one tip for people planning on getting married. If you're planning on getting married from, please, and you're relocating forever you are to another place, please and please and please take time to do your survey about the particular place you're going to. Find out how the marketplace is. Find out how easy is it to get a job in such place and all that, because in Ibadan it's actually not easy getting a job. It's not easy, and even when you get such opportunity, the money you're being offered is like peanuts. And as it is right now, most of us just want to get, okay, let me speak for my own for myself. It's just like I really just want to get something doing, just to get me occupied. And yes, I volunteer somewhere at a radio station here in Ibadan, but I volunteer, as I said, I'm not being paid. So I'm a woman. Every woman wants to get something doing that is bringing in money and all. I've gone for series of interviews and sent out my CV, just like I said, and it's nothing. It's just hidden to nothing. Some places they feel, oh, you're too qualified for this position, and I'm like, is it your business? At least I saw that before I applied into this, or I applied for this. So can you just gracefully give me this job and stop telling me how I'm too qualified for this or that? I don't know. And some people will still tell you, oh, why don't you just further? Of course I want to further, but I'm like, even with your first degree, you're here to get something doing. It's when you not get your second degree. Don't get me wrong, I'm actually going to further. That is like a plan B. Yes, it's something I'm working on, but before then, at least let's get something doing. So it's really frustrating. In Ibadan. And I was telling somebody, I know if I was in Lagos, like, trust now, you get something doing. In fact, you get so many things doing that you'll be the one choosing, okay, maybe I should do this or do that. I don't know, I'm really frustrated. Like, I went for one interview 2 weeks back. But let me gist you guys what happened. I sent my CV. It's a very, in fact, like the top company here in Ibadan. When I saw that, when you see some vacancies, be like, oof, can I really work in this place? Like, it's really too high. Just like the other person that said I was too qualified for this position. It's really too high for me, but I decided to do it anyways, to take that step of faith, and I took the step. And one funny thing about that? I know two or three persons that work in that particular company, and I told them if there's an opening, they should please let me know. These people didn't see this opening. I was one that saw the opening, and I sent it to them. In fact, one of them was like, no, let me cross check. And they checked, they were like, oops, yes, it's actually out. You can send your CV, let me vet it, let me do this, let me do that. Did that, and I sent my application. Now they replied me, I think after a week, and they said I didn't attach my CV to the mail I sent. I was like, oh, for them to even reply me, that's something huge. So I had to send my CV to them again. And after that, I was invited for an interview, a virtual interview, and during the virtual interview, now let me tell you guys what happened. A day to that virtual interview, I got a message from MTN that I had like 2000 MB left. So I felt, oops, 2000 MB should be enough for this interview. At least it shouldn't take more than 30 minutes. And I wasn't on any other social media that night. I was reading those 2 3 days. I got the mail that I had the interview, um, the virtual interview. So I was reading, I was off social media except for WhatsApp. Now, when I got that message, I felt, okay, it should be enough. And I remembered my father in law called me and he was like, make sure you have enough data on your phone. You don't know how long this is going to take. I don't know. My village people decided to visit me when my father in law was advising me. I did not listen. I felt 2000 MB should be enough. Now, don't be like me. Mm-mm. I'm not a disobedient child. I'm not one that is disobedient, but I just felt, oh, daddy, this should be enough. But I didn't tell him that. So during the interview, they were asking questions, and some questions. In fact, when they were asking some questions, I actually felt, man, this position is high. It's not what I was actually expecting. But I was answering, and thank God, God gave me utterance. God gave me utterance. So I was answering rather, and something went up. My camera was now becoming so blurry, and I knew, okay, this is it. My data, I'm running out of data. And immediately I got a message from MTN. But I can't stop this interview, can I? I can't stop the interview. I was just praying, can somebody just come so I can just kind of, whisper to the person, tell my husband to, send recharge or do something, just do something. But nobody came as at that time. And I was having the interview downstairs. My husband was upstairs working. So what am I going to do? I was left with no other option than to just continue. And I heard them saying, Mrs. One, we can't really see you, we can't hear you. And I was like, oh, I can hear you. I knew what was happening, but guys, what am I going to do? At that point, I was praying, can this interview just come to an end already? Time was running, like, and they already told me from the beginning that this interview was just going to be for 30 minutes. Now I think we've passed 30 minutes and they were still asking questions. I'm like, God, what is this? My village people, can you guys just let me be for once? Can you guys let me be? So that was how it happened. My data went off and we're not done with the interview. I cried. I wept. I'm sorry. I wept. I didn't cry. I wept. Like, I was wailing. My husband came down. I was like, oh, babe, that Digo. When he saw me, he was like, okay, something happened already. And I tried to explain to him, even though my husband, he's a perfectionist. No, this is not, you shouldn't have done that. I'm like, this is not the time to tell me all this. Like, I'm not caught out for this right now. Like, I don't want to hear this. You don't know how much effort I put into this, blah, blah, blah. I was just angry and all. And of course, the people I have at that company, they try to get through what's up. And I told them, I was like, oh, the other lady was still, understanding. She was like, don't worry, just pray, let everything work out. And I'm like, how can everything work out? Then my father-in-law, I sent him a message immediately. I remembered. I said, I'm so sorry, Daddy. Maybe if I can see a part of the message, I'll put it up here. I'm so sorry, Daddy. I've disappointed you. I've disappointed everybody. This was what happened during the interview. And Daddy called me. My father-in-law is a very gentle person. So he called, he was laughing, and I was crying. I'm like, Daddy, I didn't tell him this, but I'm not really caught out for this right now. Why are you smiling when I'm here crying? I was like, my daughter, but I told you to have enough that I was like, Daddy, don't mind this, my mouth. Daddy, I had 2000 MB, I felt it should be enough. Say, no, things like, okay, have you prayed? Daddy mentioned prayers. Pray? this is not the time to pray. Like, Daddy, I really do not want to pray. In fact, don't even mention prayer where I am. And I want you guys to know that is the devil. That's what the devil does to us. When we are faced with problems, when he brings those problems our ways, it makes us feel God is mean, God is wicked, not to have taken us out of this. It just makes you feel stay far from God. And when you notice you're staying far from God, know that it's the devil at work. Of course, he wouldn't want you to have a smooth running relationship with God, because he knows that when you have that smooth relationship with God, his kingdom is going to be on fire. I mean, he's going to be on fire. He's not going to have any part or role to play in your life again. So he will try to take you far from God, because he knows that when you are with God, man, or when God is with you rather, forget it. It can't even come close to you. It can only try, but it can never succeed. So that is by the way. So I was like, no, Daddy, I've not prayed. I don't want to pray. And I was like, no. So he said, let's pray. So it took some time. He prayed with me, and I felt so relieved. I felt so relieved afterwards. And I prayed. I communicated with my friend, my very close friend in Lagos, and she told me, just calm down, babes. Just calm down. See, let's pray. Let God take control. So I prayed about it, and I removed my mind from it. So a week later, I was eating. I can't forget. I was having my lunch. Yam, precisely. And when I was having my lunch, and immediately I was just playing around my phone, and immediately I got a mail. Mom, you've been invited for an interview, a physical interview this time around. At blah 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 blah. I'm like, you say what? I kept the food aside. I'm like, maybe I'm not seeing very well. Hey, good. Is it the same way that I had an interview that during the interview my data went off and we couldn't even conclude? This can't be. It can only be God. What God cannot do does not exist. I witnessed that. So I got that message, and immediately I sent it to my father-in-law. Trust now, Daddy. I sent it to Daddy. I sent it to so many people, and I was so happy. I was so happy that these people sent a message to me. What God cannot do does not exist. That is the power of prayer. That is what prayer can do. So I went for the interview, and there was just I think about 2 days interval, and they sent the mail on a Tuesday, and I had the interview on Thursday. So I went for the interview, and I kept praying and hoping God for something. I'm still praying and hoping God for something. It's over a week. This is the second week, but I'm still believing that the Lord has started it. Will bring it to an end. You understand? Because truly, what God cannot do does not exist. He's a protocol breaker, and I'm really trusting in Him. But at the same time, I'm also trying to send out my CV and attending other interviews and just committing everything to God's hands. So that is my dilemma right now, and I don't know. I'm just being hopeful to God, but I just thought to pour out my heart and let you guys know how it's not so easy staying in Ibadan. I don't know. Maybe some other people might have it so soft and smooth, but I'm not having it so soft and smooth. But I give God all the glory for everything. Not a day has gone that I've ever been hungry or lack anything. God has truly been faithful. He has really been faithful. But it's just that I'm just praying that He makes a way for me. So I hope someday I'm going to come back here and let you guys know that yes, I finally got my job, like my dream job. Trust me, that other company is my dream job. Is a line of communication, and anyone that knows me knows that is my line. That is what I've been working on. That's the path I've been on for like years. So it's going to really make me so happy and fulfilled, and I'm really trusting God that He will do it. So that's all. This video is really going to be short because, as I said, I wasn't prepared for this. I just felt to take you guys along on this journey. So you guys should just pray along with me, and know that Jesus loves you no matter what. Don't allow the enemy make you stay far from Him. So till next time, bye for now, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment video below rather, and share your thoughts with me. Let me know if I'm in this alone or something. Bye.